Okay guys, welcome back once again to Crypto Educator. How you all doing? Now in my location it's quite sunny guys. I mean it's been a very long time since I actually saw bright sun, right? So it's kind of like a good day in terms of the climatic conditions, but the market conditions are not that nice, right? So this video will talk about Bitcoin and why not to be bearish, why not to be over bearish in these amount of regions. Then we'll take a look at MATIC guys, because MATIC is kind of interacting with a macro support trend line once again, although a lot of factors do depend on what Bitcoin does in the market. And then we'll just quickly briefly touch on all time frames on Ethereum itself so that we can get a good outlook of the altcoin landscape as well, right? So guys, without any further ado, let's jump into only charts right here. Okay, all right. So Bitcoin is in this range, guys. Now this is somewhere where you should just not get over bearish in the market, right? I mean the price action has been simply slipping and sliding to the downside alongside every single moving averages, all the guppy indicators, all the momentum oscillators. But well, the time to short BTC was maybe right here or maybe right here or maybe right here as well. Now we are interacting with a very key zone, guys. We are interacting with a very important level right here, which is why I don't think we should get super over bearish in the market as of now, right? Because if this area proves itself out to be a good looking support, we are going to be breaking out of a falling wedge that will have the price action targets all the way towards, once again, $58,000 Bitcoin, guys. $58,000 Bitcoin. Now the reason why we are on the 12-hour time frame is the fact that we are going through a zero volatility period, guys. Remember, if we do extend our leg on these regions for maybe, let's say, a couple of days or something like that, a massive move might emerge from these exact price points, guys. And essentially, since the overall landscape right here is completely bearish, we could expect reversals coming from zero volatilities as well. Now, in bearish cases, if we simply negate this entire structure to the downside, essentially if you start trending on a daily basis below $40,000, volatility will expand below some key levels. That is when we'll simply teleport all the way towards $30,000 flat on Bitcoin, guys. I mean, this range has been proven out to be nice again and again, but essentially it works out until it doesn't, right? So we've had multiple attempts. Bitcoin has had a fair chance to just kind of encapsulate this entire range as a good looking support. So whatever happens out of these exact price points is going to be very crucial, guys. And Ethereum on the other hand is also kind of getting supported by, let's say, your $3,000 regions as well. That is aligning with $40,000 Bitcoin, guys, as expected. 40k Bitcoin, $3,000 Ethereum, right? So if we just simply bounce from these levels on 12-hour time frames, essentially time frames that are quite significant, maybe all the reversals that happen across the crypto markets are going to be for real, guys. Until then, it's going to be a little patient game. You have to be fucking patient in this market, man. Holy shit. Because in these kind of price action landscape, the impatient money loses their stash and it goes all the way towards the patient people, guys. Now if you just jump onto, alright, before we jump onto different time frames, let's take a look at the reverse MACD and what this one is telling us right here. Yeah, down move is kind of over for some time, guys. Now this is turning out to be a little positive in the market, right? Now essentially the reverse MACD, whenever it gets into the blue reads right here coming from the bottom, that means that Bitcoin maybe is going to spend some time out of these exact price points right here. So breaking below $40,000 is going to be a little difficult for the bears itself, right? Because bears have used all the fuel to bring the price from $64,000 right here at $40,000. Now it's going to be a little difficult to keep on continuing this entire movement to the downside. So most likely if we get supported from these levels and if we do break out of this structure right here, this breakout might be real. That could take the price action towards, at first 51,000 and then at next 58,000, guys. We're going to be targeting $58,000 if we do reverse from these price points, and that is when you'll be having good amount of trades in the market as well, right? From a bullish bias, guys. If you have a bearish bias, if you know how to trade a good bearish bias in the market, I'm sure you are having a good time in the market as of now, right? Because the DMI is also positive, guys. The directional moving index is positive as we broke down from $58,000 regions, and it is still in a positive momentum right here with your positive DI being negative in the market. So essentially, yep. I mean, essentially, guys, look, we don't have any reversals confirmations as of now coming from the directional indicators as well, but just to clear out everything, just to take away everything, the volatility, the ADX, DI, everything, what do we have here, guys? It's a clear-cut support. Just take a look at this price action, nothing else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and maybe 7th time once again that we're going to be coming and revisiting $40,000 regions, right? So this is a support in the first and the foremost pass. we should interpret this entire price zone as a support, right? So what happens beneath this is a matter of discussion, maybe when we do break this level to the downside, right? But until then, most likely we're going to be bouncing from these levels in the small to mid time frames. So let's see what happens when we do interact with these levels. If we jump onto extremely small time frames on maybe 4 hour or maybe hourly itself, 4 hour has started looking bearish, guys. This is not that nice. I mean, to be honest with you, 4 hour time frame on Bitcoin is not looking that promising. Although I'm going to be preferring the higher time frames, like the daily or maybe the 12-hour time frame itself, right? I'm going to be preferring, I'm simply going to be choosing out on those time frames because this area is of a greater significance. You do not revisit some key supports every single day, right? Whereas you do go through choppy price action every single day on the 4-hour time frame, which is why I'm going to be preferring the higher time frames right here on these levels at $40,000 Bitcoin. Okay, guys, with that said, let's jump on to MATIC right here. Now, this is bouncing off very nicely with this entire trend line right here. I mean, essentially, am I going to be really interested and keen on jumping into a long position right here, right now? Nope. Probably not, guys. I'm going to be waiting for Bitcoin to react from these levels. If Bitcoin creates a successful bounce coming from $40,000 regions, maybe jumping into MATIC is certainly going to be a good freaking option in the market, right? Now, the thing is, most likely we could be obliterating this entire low if Bitcoin takes out $40,000 once again, wicks below it once again. Maybe MATIC will also wick below this price point right here. And I'm going to be capitalizing, if I really want to capitalize on the up move, on the upcoming up move on MATIC itself, I'm going to be waiting for the retracement, guys. I'm going to be waiting for the retracements. I'm not going to be nitpicking the bottoms on hourly time frame or something like that. I'm going to be taking that reversal move when the train starts moving to the upside. I'm not going to be nitpicking the exact bottoms on the hourly time frame, right? But for that matter, let's see what's happening on the hourly time frame as well. Now, not much to talk about right here, guys. This is why fucking hourly time frames on something like MATIC is just disgusting. This is fucking disgusting. How the fuck are you going to trade this one? I mean, essentially, you can simply trade this one if you talk about 15 seconds time frames, guys. 15-second time frame. Certainly one of the best looking time frame, at least for me. At least it's working out for me in the small time frames. And well, capitalizing on these 1 to 2% moves is, if you know what you're doing with the margin, yeah, these kind of things work out, guys. These kind of things, they do work out, right? But anyways, just to conclude right here on MATIC, the better side of things, hello, Mr. Trading View. Okay, the better side of things, the better interpretation to jump into a long position right here from these levels would be jumping into this train as we reverse. Do not try to nitpick the bottom. Is something that I'm trying to tell you guys right here. Okay, now most likely if we do reverse from these levels, this is the area of interest right here sitting in at $2.5 regions. And whatever happens right here is going to be a big deciding factor for the coming days and the months for MATIC itself, guys. Now, what do we want from MATIC? We want this bastard to trend like this, right? I mean, this was a beautiful trend, guys. I mean, if you just take a look at the moving average perspective as well, most of the bounces were coming from the 350 moving average, the mega trend bias decider, and the 144 moving average is also supporting the price action on the 4-hour time frame. I found out that 144 and 350 moving averages are working out very nicely on the 4-hour time frame. I'm not sure about the daily or the 2-day, but it's certainly working out fine on the 4-hour time frame for that matter, right? But this is something that we really want MATIC to do. Is it doing something like that right now? No, guys, no. Which is why the trend is very shaky, very choppy. I mean, this is a weak uptrend, guys. To be honest with you, this is a weak uptrend, right? This is how you identify strong uptrends and weak uptrends. I mean, essentially, you were taking an up leg for 100% move to the upside, and then you're retracing by 40%. So that is something which is called a weak trend in the market. Once again, if you talk about this movement, it was another 100% move, but the down leg was again 40%. We can talk about these again and again. The up move was 70%, and the down move back again, bam, 30% down move once again. That has to suck, guys. That simply has to suck. 58% up move, and then bam, we go down once again for 30% retracement in the market. This is a weak trend. This is a simple weak trend, and we are kind of wedging out in this price action. So look, guys, the thing is that even if we talk about the retracement, the blue sky breakout retracements, not the retracement, the blue sky breakouts that are at 1618 or maybe 2618 as well, it could play out, guys. I'm not saying that this could not play out, but for these numbers to play out, things have to be very fucking bullish about Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin is getting obliterated, and Ethereum on the other hand is also not looking that nice, right? Which is why having such kind of high expectations is going to be a problematic situation, guys. It's going to be a problematic situation in the market, which is happening right now as of now. So let's see what happens. I'm going to be interested when the price action simply reverses from these levels. Not interested in nitpicking the bottoms right here. Okay, guys. With that said, let's jump into the last topic for the day. It's Ethereum on the, well, let's see what moving averages these are. 55, 200, 144, 350. I don't think we need these moving averages for the timing, so let's just jump into 21 EMA, 55 MA, and 200 simple moving average, right? We can talk about VPVR as well, but for that, I think Ethereum USD on Binance is alright, fine. It could work out. On the weekly time frame, we are interacting with the 55 simple moving average. Now, this is why, guys. Okay, alright. ETH USD. Let's talk about some historical relevance. For that, we'll have to jump into Poloniex, because that is the granddaddy of all the price action for Ethereum, at least, right? Now, most of the interactions with the 55 simple, we just have 3 interactions, guys. Holy shit. 1, 2, not much data point right here. 3, 4 interactions with the 55 simple moving average. The orange line right here. Well, to be honest with you, it did bounce the price action, but it was not that precise. So this is certainly something which cannot be the edge. This is something which is kind of like choppy. It's not giving us clear-cut indicators, right? On the other hand, the weekly RSI is severely to the downside, guys. Holy shit. Once again, let me just recap this for you guys right here. The reason why, at least I am trading the extreme small time frames, or I'm just interested in trading these ranges for that matter, is because the weekly RSI is nowhere above 60 reads, guys. Holy shit. Just take a look at this RSI right here. I mean, every single time whenever you have the weekly RSI being situated above the 60 reads, that is when you can simply go for your swing trades, your bullish swing trades in the market. Whereas, just take a look at this one. Weekly RSI is way the fuck below 60, guys. This one is hovering at 40. This one is struggling at 40. So the real strength in the market for Ethereum on the weekly time frame is, well, I don't see any strength right here, guys. Right? So essentially, can we expect crazy breakouts on Ethereum? Can we expect Ethereum to go to $20,000 tomorrow? You know the answer, guys. Why am I even saying that? we are kind of ahead of other human beings, at least, who are trying to participate in the market. We are simply taking a look at all of these price action without any biases, and we are here to make money. We are not here to marry the biases and opinions, guys. We are simply here to fucking make money in the market, right? We are fucking traders right here. Well, I can speak towards investors also, but this is not the right time to invest. The right time to invest was when Ethereum was picking up on the other side right here onto $200 regions, but if you talk about these price points on the weekly time frame, I do not think it's a good investment as of now. Okay, let's talk about a little bullish hopium as well, shall we? Because this point and this point is creating a huge hidden bullish averages, guys. Okay, I did not draw anything. Are my lines black, or am I not able to draw anything? What the heck is wrong, guys? Can anyone tell me what's wrong? Okay, my internet was wrong. This location right here, guys. I'm here for, let's just say, a couple of months or something like that, and well, let's just say the internet is not good right here, which is why we can see a lot of lag in the charts. And I just try to blame fucking TradingView for that, but it's not TradingView, it's fucking internet. It's my internet. But anyways, now this point had the RSI being situated at 54 reads, and this point is way the fuck below 54 reads, guys. So if we do bounce from 55 moving average on the weekly, essentially, let me be very precise about this. If we see this, right? If we see the price action reverting from 55 to the upside and situating a weekly candle that engulfs the previous candle, that is when you could be certainly targeting these levels, guys. Holy shit. At least 4,000, 4,500 on Ethereum, right? Because that would simply mean that there is a huge hidden bullish divergence which is playing out in the market for Ethereum on the weekly, guys. Remember, anything that is happening on the bigger time frame is certainly going to be very strengthful. It's certainly going to be very strengthful. So this could potentially turn out to be a good looking hidden bullish divergence in the market, but until that happens, we got to be a little patient once again, right? I mean, it's all about patience on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on MATIC as well. So the coming days, the couple of coming days are certainly going to be testing a lot of patience, guys. My patience as well, right? Okay, now Ethereum on the daily time frame, do we have any moving averages following up with the analysis? Oh my goodness, I'm simply embarrassing myself because of this internet. Hey Yuri, why didn't you rectify my internet? Nobody wants to rectify my internet right here, guys. Okay, now if you're living in India, BSNL. I'm fucking using BSNL right here. So you know my pain, right? You fucking know my fucking pain right here. Fucking BSNL, guys. Holy shit. I have a plan that is literally 300 Mbps supported, but what am I getting right here? 50 Mbps, guys. And sometimes trading views like, nah, I'm bloodthirst. I'm simply, I just want more speed right here. Trading view will just not, it just won't function in anything that is under 100 Mbps, guys, at least for me, right? If I'm trading 15-second time frames. Okay, with that said, a lot of ramble in this video. I did not expect to ramble a lot, and this video is already 14 minutes long. I hope you guys are enjoying. If you guys are enjoying this, hit that like, bell, subscribe, all the good things kind of makes me keep going for this channel. But it's been a very long time since I've been quite consistent about this channel as a whole, right? Time to get back into the foot again, and time to talk about the markets to you guys once again every single goddamn day. Hit that like if you do want me to do that, guys. Just do that. Hit that. Share the video as well, right? Now, on the daily below the 200, simple going for a bearish cross between the daily 200 and the 21 exponential. Certainly not looking nice. I mean, certainly not that strengthful, to be honest with you. But if you remember all the price action, guys, like literally every single time Ethereum likes to put in, let's just say, the mid time frames bottoms onto very, very, very bad looking, ugly looking bearish price actions, right? Now, something this is, we saw something like that right here, guys, on the 1700 regions. Ethereum simply retraced all the way down towards the wick low, sitting in at $1688 regions. But well, as soon as you reverted with the bullish engulfing candle, you had your trend moving on to the upside. Now, is anything like that happening once again? Yes, guys, we are kind of replicating the same situation. We are beneath the 200 simple moving average. You have the bearish cross between the 200 and the 21 exponential. So judging by the moving average and the oscillators right here, yes, it's supposed to look bearish in the market. But once again, benefit of doubt for Ethereum, because Bitcoin is at a support, a good looking support, and Ethereum is kind of going to be following up with whatever Bitcoin does from these levels right here. So if Bitcoin bounces from these levels, we could expect similar things happening on Ethereum. And once you establish a trend above the 200 simple, bam, boom, 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 directional biases for all the altcoins will be jumping back into the market once again, right? Okay, guys, so what am I doing for this day? I'm going to show you my other screen as well. So this screen right here is my screener. Screen. Essentially, this is how I'm trading my small time frames biases and analysis for the day itself, guys. All of these time frames are 15-second time frames. This is essentially giving me a good actual bias in the extreme small time frames, and most of the trades for me personally are simple 1 to 2% most the upside or the downside, guys. This is simply what I'm trying to do for a very, very, very long time. I feel that me as a trader, my edge in the market is, at least in the choppy zones, at least when the market is in a downturn or a choppy environment, my edge lies more towards these three small time frames rather than maybe an hourly or 4-hour time frame itself. So essentially, this is what you also have to figure out for yourself. Whatever your personality is, that should kind of reflect in your trading as well, right? You should not be haywired with your trading and haywired with your system. Everything should be asynchronous. Everything should be in congruency with each other. Your personality and whatever you're trying to do in the market is supposed to be congruent to each other, guys. So at least in the choppy zones, at least in the chop zone environments and something like that, this is something which is at least working out for me. Nothing below 15 seconds. I mean, what do you expect? 5-second time frame is something that is a complete noise, to be honest with you. But 15 seconds is certainly working out nice, guys. And look, to be honest with you, there are particular times. I'm not saying that I'm trading all of these moving averages every single time. I'm looking at the volatility on the bigger time frames, guys. I'm looking at how the overall landscape, what the volatility landscape is in the market, right? So if I talk about the 10-minute time frame right here and just take a look at the volatility on, we'll talk about MATIC in terms of the volatility. So if we just talk about this entire zone being, let's say, meh, it's kind of like sideways to non-volatile as of now, right? So this would tell me that no, I'm not going to trade this. I'm simply not going to trade the 15-second time frames. Let me just talk about the fact, guys. Let me just talk about a clear fact right here. I would be interested in trading the extreme small time frames when the volatility is picking up. When the volatility is picking up, it's in an uptrend, right? It's going towards an uptrend, and that is when I would be playing out my edges in the 15-second time frames. 15-second time frames. It's going to be any direction. It could be to the upside or the downside. Volatility is not going to tell you direction. It's going to tell you that the asset is going to expand. in the small time frames, right? So this is what I'm trying to chase. I'm trying to chase the expanse in the small time frames. That kind of works out for me as well, right? So if you have access to seconds time frames, do let me know in the comments if you do have that. Maybe try your luck, maybe try to build an edge in these small time frames. It kind of works out for me, so it could probably work out for you as well, I guess, right? Guys, with that said, I think this video is 20 minutes long. Pretty freaking long video right here. Anyways guys, if you found this video helpful, hit that like bell, subscribe, all the good things. I'm going to catch all of you pretty soon. Bye for now.